2017 My Hero was something special. I think a lot of anime that have gone on to be even more popular than My Hero stand on the back of My Hero Academia in 2017 and the new wave of anime fans that this time period in this series brought into the community. At the time, 2017 My Hero was some of the best anime you could find on the block in terms of just pure production quality. And so what we're doing today, we're going back with what we know now in the present about My Hero Academia, about how the series is advanced, about how the show is advanced, about how anime in general has advanced. Now to judge this, we're going to be using a rule that I like to call the 3 threes, okay? And 3 threes are basically guidelines for how we're going to be judging this. First of all, the show must be at least 3 years old to avoid recency bias, okay? I think it takes like at least 3 years for recency bias to wear off. Second of all, we can do no more or no less than 3 consecutive episodes, okay? And lastly, for it to be considered to have held up, must score over 3 out of 5 stars when we rate it at the end. Today, we're going to be looking at My Hero Academia Season 2, Episodes 8, 9, and 10. What I consider the prime of the tournament arc and potentially the prime of My Hero as a whole. And yeah, without any further ado, all right, let's get it. The world has become a superhuman society. And about 80% of the world's population, bro, we know the story. I'm not gonna lie, we got it. Let's talk about it. We're on Season 2, Episode 8. Was this introduction really necessary? We let this nigga get away with this lame ass fit for 2 consecutive seasons. Let's talk about it. First of all, Todoroki, you don't fight with a pole. This is straight cappage right here. Oh man, speaking of fits, oh, I forgot about this shit, boy. This boy was going into the scrap with elbow pads, bro. You know, his mom made him that shit, bro. We're not finna fry him too hard, but elbow pads on the fit is abysmal. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. And this how you know I was really on some nerd shit back in 2017, bro. I used to be stretching with these niggas when watching the opening, bro. Hitting this shit low-key be a fire stretch, bro. Oh, hold on, that shit hitting for real. Okay. Who decided to put this nigga Mineta this prominent in the frame, bro? Mineta never jumped this high in his life. Everybody, sorry for the long wait. I don't actually remember where this picked up. Can we talk about the UA Sports Festival as a concept? Because were these pyrotechnics really necessary, bro? For making these high school kids squabble each other? Like, let's actually think about what's going on here, bro. We're bringing high school kids into a coliseum in front of a packed out 300,000 person stadium with nicknames like the assassin from Class B. Who did she ever assassinate? From the hero courses. Oh yeah, didn't he get his ass grassed in this fight? You know, I kind of miss the vibrancy of early My Hero, bro. Like the fact that they would make all of these goof ass character designs, each intricate. God damn, there goes Sugar Man Pops. Sugar Man Pops must have come to see his son, fat lip ass boy. But yeah, I kind of miss the intricacy they would put in the background characters in early My Hero. Like once we started to get into the war arc and we weren't interacting with the public as much, you know, a lot of things changed. But like it was shit like this that really made me fall in love with the world of My Hero that I kind of wish they kept up. Yo, they was doing my boy Aizawa crusty, bruh. I'm not gonna lie, they had this boy injured throughout damn near the whole series, bruh. Why did he get this treatment? I genuinely don't remember what injury caused this level of torment to him. She's got big eyes. Yep, already distracted. Gotta ask her out sometimes. He never got around to that, did he? This nigga asked her out before the fade. Wow. Hey, when this over, you trying to grab something to eat? Want to go to the cafeteria with me? I'm not gonna lie, he deserved to lose this fight, because what the f was this, bro? 1.3 million volts. This might be about the slowest electricity of all time, bro. And it's over. GG. And hit the prayer on him. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think we appreciated this farm enough back in the day, bro. Prayer hands after you wrap the nigga up is kind of fire. Not even looking, eyes closed, thanking the savior while you got him tied up floating in the air. I don't think we appreciated this farm enough in its prime. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, you should consider checking out my Patreon, where I have my full unedited reactions for videos like this one. I'm also offering seasonals that we don't cover on the channel and Patreon exclusive content. So if you want more content or just a way to support the channel, check it out. Damn, remember when they used to do this shit? Remember when they used to do the little cutaways too? Started posing for the camera. 𝙏𝙖𝙡𝙠, man, that boy got smoked. I can't even hate on bro no more. I'm not gonna lie. I can't even hate on bro because who got the statue in front of the school? Who got their statue in front of the school now? He spent his whole high school career talking shit. and then really backed it up when it was time to show out. Class A is supposed to be better than Class B. Isn't that weird? Oh, yeah. One shot. Dropped his ass. Is this nigga using the same notebook that Bakugo burnt? I think this is the first time I peeped this, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Now that I'm really peeping the way Deku moved in like early My Hero, he definitely locked in terms of not like getting absolutely flustered every time Uraraka looked in his direction, bro. Because this shit used to be bad, bro. It's not every day I get a chance to see the amazing quirks of those in our class. Damn, he made files for everyone. See how quick that nigga locked in? That nigga, nah, run that back. Was really about to say something, was really about to spit some game. The next match started. Nah, fuck that. Notebook back up, locked in. All right, who is the next round? The epitome of the middle. What the, wait. Was that hate? It's like he's the epitome of middle of the pack. He just called that boy Superman. Am I misinterpreting what he's trying to say? Present Mike, what's going on here, bro? Oh yeah, she was in the tournament arc, wasn't she? Wasn't she just out here to like use her tools? What the hell? What the fuck is this, Ida? Yo, we was really letting shit slide back in the day, bro. We was really letting shit slide back in the day because if you had to strap on a fucking helper backpack in the Big 26, niggas would have been on your ass, bro. I'm gonna wear a belt, so I thought I was finna bring my fucking jetpack out here, man. Take that shit off. Bro, this isn't part of your quirk. Shit, I could be in the sports festival if I clip a super jetpack to my back, bro. Nah, this can't be fair, bro. Like, I get it if you're a support course and you want to use your own tools, but come on. Okay, let's we gotta open a dialogue on midnight, bro. It's time we open a dialogue on midnight. We would not have let a nigga get away with this, bro. We would not have let a grown man get away with blushing talking about youth. We gotta open a dialogue on midnight. Because back when I was 16 watching this, nothing registered as wrong in my head. But now that I'm looking back, I don't think niggas would have let this fly in the 26, bro. We let midnight pass because she's bad, but we gotta remove those foolish intentions now, bro. This is the Big 26. We look past those things, bro. We don't think with our meat no more. We think with our noggin. This was not okay. Blushing, talking about youth, and this was like a common character trope too. Like this wasn't a one-off little thing that she did every now and then. This was like her thing. Yeah, nah, this wasn't it, bro. This wasn't it. All right, Hatsume, show us something. Hatsume's smart as shit, bro, because if I'm remembering correctly, she used this shit as a giant commercial, right? Ida, are you wearing Air Force Ones, no socks to the fade? Ida. She turned this shit to a commercial, bruh. That's smart as hell, I'm not gonna lie. This is the most watched. I'm assuming this is like one of the most watched live events in the My Hero world, at least in Japan. And she turned this shit into her own personal commercial. I'm not gonna lie. May was a bag chaser, bruh, because how did she even think of this? I can evade easily with hydraulic attachments. Nice. She can see clearly up to 5 kilometers away. 5, that's kind of fucking far. I'm not gonna lie. Am I crazy to think that could have been used during the final war when we were fighting like across the whole city? I'm not gonna lie. I see why Ida couldn't really be part of the gang no more, bruh. I see why it went from Deku Bakugo Ida to Deku Bak Todoroki. Because 2017 Ida was kind of unserious with the shit, bro. He hasn't even used his leg boosters yet. Ending the fight by saying, I don't want to use you as my puppet no more. Is that a farm? I feel like that's low-key a farm, bro. She just footstooled this nigga Ida. I presented each and every one of my inventions. Now I'm done. Yo, Uraraka. Yo, Uraraka, you good, my girl? Her ass fitting to turn to evil Uraraka, bro. What is this? Oh, right. She had to get up for her round. Damn, was the round that serious? Ain't even finish her iced tea. I'm gonna keep right up with the 5th match. Who was he fighting? Do I even want to see this round? Versus Mina? Okay, I'll watch Mina. Mina wins this, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure she wins this. Who the f rooting for... Beat her like in those fighting games where their clothes get ripped off. But this is your nigga's GOAT, right? This is who y'all were glazing during the final battle. Beat her like in those fighting games where the clothes get ripped. What game does that happen in? What does he be playing, bro? Now that I'm really thinking about it, what game does that consistently happen in? That boy playing Gooner games, bruh. That boy playing games they done banned off Steam. Get out of here, Mineta. Is this a light speed feat? Is this a light speed dodge? We gotta ask the serious questions here, bro. I feel like if modern power scalers saw this shit, we would have been talking about the My Hero verse on a whole different scale, bro. Cause you know how niggas love to wank, bro. They would have called this a light speed. They would have called this a light speed feat. Was this boy pelvic thrusting in the? This boy was pelvic thrusting in the fade. We really should have knew something was wrong with him from off rip, bro. Another light speed feat. Another light speed feat. Straight sludge on your shit, boy. I'm not gonna lie, and she was low-key merciful. What fucking frame did I just pause on, bro? I don't remember this show moving like this, but I can kind of see why niggas was looking at this shit sideways, bro. Finish this. Damn, turn this shit to a smear frame. Got that boy chin bone extended. Yo, she don't even have super strength, bruh. Just straight knuckle to chin bone. Got his shit crimson chin. Got him looking like Eustace Bag from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Again, we're doing this twice? Yo, did this just get cast out of my brain? I don't remember these scenes, bruh. I don't remember them being so, I don't know, like the liquid drops in the air, the moaning, the steam lines pointing towards the crotch belly area. It's like, yeah, nah. I don't know how I feel about that one. Why did they start? What is the joke here? Boys using $2,000 lenses to snap pictures of a high school boy with his underwear? No, bro, this wasn't it. I'm not gonna lie. Dark Shadow, yes sir. Tokoyami versus this a mismatch right here, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, she honestly could have just made a big ass flashlight, I guess. But apart from that, this is a mismatch. She was admitted through recommendations. Her ability certified. Oh yeah, I remember her being a recommendation student. That ended up being the biggest fucking nothing burger in the whole show, bro. I thought she was gonna be moving like prime Todoroki. Hey Deku, what you think of this match? That boy trying to get his bets right. He done put money on this. Right, she created a shield. Damn, Dark Shadow whooping that ass. Out of bound. Damn. Smoked their ass. He bowed on them, bro. Yo, Tokoyami been a farmer, boy. Okay, so first of all, this line is kind of glazed. Could it be the greatest quirk ever? All right, bro. But also, I'll never forget when All For One was like, oh yeah, the only two quirks out here that I'm really worried about are One For All and Dark Shadow, or he said something like that. So I don't know about greatest ever, but it's up there. It's up there. Low-key Present Mike might have been onto something. Aight, Deku, that boy eyes big as dinner plates. Tokoyami's too amazing. That's glazed. This was the most meat-headed squabble of the whole show, bruh. Yo, why'd they start playing these African drums in the back? This nigga fell asleep. All right, and then that kind of funny, bro. Nigga saw two men going to squabble and fell right the fuck asleep. I'm not gonna lie, low key from the audience, this must have been the most boring fight of all time to watch, bruh. You just watching two niggas basically play bloody knuckles, but with each other's face. Okay. It's like those slap fights, bruh. You remember this? You know the slap fights where they be like, I'm up. And then it's the next turn. Like, it's dead ass one of those, bro. It's like the slap fights, bro. All right, let's get this fight over with, bro. Did they dual knock each other out? They did. In the case of a draw, after they recover, the winner will be determined by a simple contest like arm wrestling. That might be the dumbest rule of all time, bro. But sure. Was he farming on this wall the whole time? See, this is why I wasn't a big Todoroki fan, like, for a long time. I'm still not the biggest fan. I find him acceptable. He's alright. I'm not really doing backflips for him or nothing. But early on, this dude was so corny with it, bro. Next might be the most disturbing match. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. They treated my girl Uraraka kind of dusty, bro. The most disturbing matchup is crazy. Come on, bro. She walking out there with confidence. The 8th and last match of the first round. Definitely. Oh, okay. We get Uraraka's backstory here. I didn't even remember that. I find it funny. I don't know if this is character development or just like dropping the ball with writing or just, you know, changing the course of the character. But I find it funny that her original goal was like, hey, I'm gonna make a lot of money. And then she grew up to like go into like nonprofit work, which is like, yeah, cool. That's good development. That's good development. But like, she just stopped chasing the bag at a certain point. Although, if I remember correctly, her parents ran a construction company, right? And so low-key, they get in paper now trying to rebuild that city. So you're the one who makes things round face? Damn, this nigga really did used to be a bully. Yo, I forgot how 2017 Bakugo was moving. You're the one who makes things float. Right, round face. Her shit is round. I mean, this frame, it ain't really round like that, but her shit do be round as a mug, bro. All right, what you got from Uraraka? If I dodge here, weave. Wait, did she dodge that shit? Yeah, that shit was not a dodge. I'm not gonna lie. And this is more of a My Hero thing, but Uraraka was eating those fucking explosions, boy. Don't underestimate me. Got her ass again. Low-key finessed his ass. Hold on, is that a speed feed? She made her jacket float and sent it over. Now, hold on. Deku stole that shit in the final battle. Nah, that can't be foreshadowing. Horikoshi didn't cook that on purpose, but Deku stole that shit in the final battle, bruh. Is Horikoshi's pen really like that? Nah, I don't think he remembered that shit, bro. I don't know. I feel like if that wasn't, I don't think he's like that. I think the idea came to him twice independently, because I feel like if those two things were remotely related, we would have seen some sort of indication that like Deku would have, you know, like shouted out Uraraka or something in his head, or been like, oh, I remember when Uraraka was in a smoke fight and she used her jacket, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he had the same idea twice, but I don't think this was foreshadowing for the end of how he would, you know, one of the methods he would use to outsmart Shigaraki. Who the nah, we got Beku over here. Who is this? Did we just let this slide? Oh, hell nah, bro. What? The substitution earlier didn't work, so she's getting desperate. This Deku, if he never met All Might in the stadium, still analyzing shit. All right, bro, he was not this fucking scary, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I can see why niggas thought he was finna be a... I can see why people thought he was finna be a villain, bro. Because why would you give him frames like this if he was going to be one of the most heroic characters in the show, bro? This is not heroic motion right here. They started booing this. Okay, bro. Y'all was like, I get Bakugo was an asshole back in the day for sure. I'm not denying that, but they were over dragging it on him, bro. They were over dragging it on him. It's because he's doing everything he can to win. So we can't go, thank you. Okay, I'm glad someone had to say it. Damn. I'm not gonna lie, she eating them explosion with barely a mark on her body, bro. Bakugo, you might gotta go a little harder. I'm gonna say it. Y'all telling Bakugo to chill out. I'm saying Bakugo has to go harder. She's still not dead. It's about time, I think. The rocks in the sky, right? Her second best moment in the series. Did no one else notice? This was my thing. Did no one? Okay, there's multiple like little holes. I'm nitpicking. But let's keep it stacked. Did no one notice this shit, bro? And additionally, how did she plan on concentrating all this onto Bakugo? Or what, she just like, fuck it, bro. We both getting hit with rocks out here, and we gonna see who takes it harder. I mean, we all know what ends up happening. And Deku talk about, she had a desperate plan like that. Nigga, you talk about desperate. Do you know what your plan's about to be in 25 minutes? I'll get close to him with my secret move. Yeah, he put the hand up. This one I knew this boy was different, bro. This when we knew Bak was different, bro. The wind blowing their hair away in one shot. They low-key were treating this dude like a villain back in the day, bro. This was a farm, I'm not gonna lie. He was farming on their ass. He's starting to feel the pain. Hey, she did something, but he wasn't phased at all. Low-key, if you get back up and start swinging, you might have a chance, bro. His explosion's about tired out. If it were Deku, he would break his bones. Oh yeah, she gone, bro. You don't got the lights in her eyes anymore. TKO. She was still going for it, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Uraraka Ben had that dog in her, bro. Yo, Midnight had to tell his ass to chill because she knew his ass was about to seal the deal. Let me make sure she's really down. One last explode. Like, bro, Midnight said, yo, all right, it's over. You're good. Put that hand down, nigga. You can low-key tell, and I'm peeping this now, right? You can low-key tell how locked in Deku is by how many spikes they put in his hair. If he's cooling it, his hair will be like more like wavy, pointing downward. But if you start seeing upward spikes in his shit, like some Goku Super Saiyan type shit, you know that nigga locked, bro. Like his hair low-key changes with how he's about to get down. See, when he saw Bakugo, his hair started pointing down. It started having a lot of downward strands, a lot of downward angles. That boy Deck, yo, why are your eyes so big, bruh? This boy see a tank top and start tweaking, bro. Relax, young buck. I'm not gonna lie, her face is round as a motherfucker, bro. Her face about round as hell, bro. She got like a little cherry face. Oh yeah, Pop's calling. Is she? Yo, pick up for Pops, bro. Mom and I watched you on TV. You were so close. Aw, that's sweet. He sounds so proud of her. Oh shit. Big body unk. Okay, this nigga was not this tall, bruh. They got Deku looking like he about 4'2", and Endeavor looking like he's straight 7 foot in this bit, bruh. You have a wonderful quirk that looks awfully familiar. Was the belt on the drip really necessary? Let's talk about it. Yours is awfully comparable to All Might's. I'm not gonna lie, this nigga Deck was horrible at playing off the one for all secret. All Might's? What do you mean? No. It's not comparable to All Might's. When I see like the early way these characters acted and interacted, especially when the show was a lot more exaggerated and had a lot more sort of comedy or slapstick sort of bits, or just in general characters acting more over the top than they did later in the series when it became more dramatic. I could see why people kind of still hold these over-the-top sentiments about characters like Bakugo and Endeavor and so on and so forth. Because early in the show, before we did have like a rogues gallery of actual villains, the closest thing we had were the heroes that kind of acted like super assholes. And so I kind of get it. The major shift was when Stain was introduced. I could see that. Yeah, Stain being introduced was a big shift. I would say the major shift for me though was not Endeavor, Overhaul arc. When the Overhaul arc started, I feel like this show started to change tone and it started to mute the characters' like goofiness down a little bit and take itself a bit more seriously. All right, next round. The man who won a huge victory in the first round and literally left the audience frozen, Shoto Todoroki. And on the other hand, this boy Present Mike was hating with the announcer work. And on the other hand, this guy barely made it past the first round. Why is he even here? Izuku Midoriya. They may become obstacles to you one day. That boy had super eczema back in the day. Talk about one day. This shit happens at the end of the year. God damn, Inko. Golly, she flying through them tissues, boy. But like, yeah, shit like this is what I'm talking about when I say characters became a bit more grounded and muted around the middle to end of the show. Where like Inko would be concerned for her son, but they wouldn't be having her fill up sofas in her whole house with tissues and shit. Midoriya versus Todoroki. That boy, he got right to the flicking. I kind of miss when he used to do that shit, bruh. His little flick powers, flick style fighting. Off rip, ice wall, hit that shit. Gone. This shit, ooh, the impact frame. Yeah, this was when the budget got going, boy. If he would have attacked right now, one for all punch to the gut, it would have been gone, bruh. Game would have been over. Yeah, Todoroki was spamming back. He was spamming this ice wall, bruh. All right, pinky smash. Oh, that one knocked him back. Yeah, that shit hurting, boy. Damn, bro, you had a finger that wasn't bandaged. He not thinking straight, bruh. You could have used this one. You could have used this one. That boy went straight for the already broken finger. Oh, shit. I forgot this nigga was a super tweaker. Yo, okay, that was a good-ass fake out, bro. I'm not going to hold you. The fact that they lit up his finger, he said, nah. Actually, let me get the whole hand going with this shit. What, you're that beat up? Just from defending and running away? He was talking shit. This is when I kind of knew this nigga had some mental health issues. This exact frame right here. This was when I was like, okay, maybe this dude, like, I kind of knew he already had something, you know, that wasn't fully sane up here. Just from, like, you know, him going to fight the slime monster and so on and so forth. But this frame right here, I was like, oh no, this boy a full tweaker, like a super tweaker. And I mean, he kept this aspect of tweakage through the end of the story until he finally decided to lean on others. Oh yeah, I don't remember them giving him these. Okay, I don't remember them giving him scribbly lines, bro. Scribbly lines should have been a sign that this wasn't a normal, you know what I mean? He not normal in the head. I don't remember this scene right here, bro. Squiggly lines should have been a sign, bro. This is like the anime tweaker starter pack. Everyone's fighting with everything they've got. You can hear the bones creaking. These niggas like, yo, this the homeboy right here? Even Shinso like, damn, I'm lucky my shit went kind of smooth. Bakugo, what you looking at your lap for, bro? You know this shit hard, hating ass. Come at me with everything you've got. Okay, so let's see. How many more attacks does he have? He can use the mouth flick for 3 fingers. Hasn't used the thumb. He has some arm muscles. And his legs. You gotta remember, this is before he remembered he could fight with legs, right? Before he created shoot style and realized he could kick niggas, I'm pretty sure. Okay, see, this is super hate, bruh. Did my damn old man pay you off to make me use my fire? Bro, maybe he just wants to fade. All right, let's see what he goes for. I'm trying to understand Todoroki's mindset here, right? You really want a 1v1 fade, Izuku Midoriya. Close quarters. While he's looking at you like this. Look, I respect the... I respect the courage. But nah, this ain't it. Like, this is what I'm asking, bro. What did you think was gonna happen at close range? You thought he wasn't finna punch you with his full shit? Your best bet is to keep that fight at long range. I'm not gonna lie. Let's open the dialogue. Did Deku just rage bait Todoroki into almost grabbing the W? Was that generational rage bait? Deku deadass baited this man into abandoning his strategy and trying to get close range, which is just stupid by all metrics. Like, okay, Todoroki, you deserve what's coming to you. Even though I'm not gonna lie. Full one for all fist to the belly, Deku? How is that heroic? Yeah, your hand won't explode, but this nigga's liver definitely should have exploded. That's a kidney shot, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This should have been the end of the fight right here, honestly. If we're keeping it a stack, it's plot armor that Todoroki got up after this. Nah, you should be coughing up blood and kidney tissue, bro. How did you eat that? You know how terrifying this has to be? Coming in close range. This is like getting a fucking bazooka. Nah, this is like getting a fucking, I don't even know, what's handheld that hits like a hydrogen bomb? This is like getting a fucking tank barrel held to your face, bruh, at close range. Should I stop at midnight? Yes. Yes, yes, you should. Yep, this was like peak tweakage, bro. Honestly, now that I think about it, this should have ripped off his cheek skin on some Joker shit, bro. Okay, flashback time. Or not. Damn, that boy punched him out, headbutted his ass out the flashback, boy. All right, now it's the flashback. If you're down by something like this, forget beating All Might. Had that boy throwing up. Yuck, what was he eating? Straight white in his stomach, bro. Nigga eating mushroom soup. Already 5 is crazy. Hey, bro, you not prime All Might level at 5 years old. You suck. Damn, Todoroki's backstory was pretty dark, huh? Yo, Deck. I know we in the middle of Todoroki backstory right now, bruh. But Deck, one for all haymaker with no fingers left? Dog. That boy was ready to risk his whole career as a hero over the fucking tournament arc. Yeah, she was about gone mentally, bro. Isn't this why she was in the hospital at the beginning of the show? I remember them showing it. I guess I put that in my own head. Oh yeah, Endeavor locked her up in mental hospital. I'm not gonna lie. They definitely did a good job developing Endeavor's bad side, bruh. They definitely did a good job. I could see why niggas still be on his ass to this day. It's your power, isn't it? Nigga mad as hell, bruh. I mean, I get it. He went his life without powers. He would have been itching for that power. It's crazy. It's crazy that he was screaming this shit to Todoroki, right? But it took him a good little while for him to see. I mean, really, at the end of the story, he still didn't fully see One for All as his own power. You know what I mean? When they were talking about, like, he still sees it as a gift. And so it's crazy that he's talking to Todoroki like this, but he still hasn't even developed that mindset for the way he views his own ability that he was given. The only difference is, you know, he was given his power by someone who he looks up to, and Todoroki, obviously, I mean, you know, the opposite. Maybe he's screaming to himself right now halfway, you know, like also trying to convince himself. Like, I feel like the words that he's saying here are just as relevant to him as they are to Todoroki. They was watching All Might clips on the TV. He was with his mom watching All Might clips on the TV. I know Endeavor was in that other room tweaking, bruh. God damn it. Even when I come home, my wife and my kids like All Might more. That nigga came in the room. Hey, you mind if I put on some of my highlights, bro? Nah, Dad, we're watching All Might clips right now. That boy All Might got 2 fits, huh? He stayed with this yellow suit on. Oh shit, I know this OST. It's okay for you to become who you want to be. Ah, Super Todoroki. Deku, no, he fucked up here. You see how he perked up a little bit? He said, whoa. I didn't know he was moving like this. Look at the way he perks up right before the flames explode. Yeah, well, now it's GG. Now it's GG. The ice done melted. Nah, this nigga had to fake the smile. Homeboy had to fake the smile, bruh. He knows it's over. He like, shit, I didn't know he was this strong. Shit, maybe you could have used your next power next round. I still want to win too. Where is it? Shoto. Yep. Like shit like this, bro. This is some My Hero Season 2 ass shit, bro. Cartoon ass shit. Got that boy running down the stairs. So you finally accepted yourself? God damn, bro. Relax. You will fulfill my desire. That boy got hella back muscles too, bro. Strong back ass boy. Nigga damn near got a demon back. This not Baki. Yep, and the Deku, just cause he start using all of his shit and then destroying he's not even destroying his body. Just cause he start using all of his shit doesn't mean you gotta do the same and destroy your body, gang. Why didn't Deku's shoes rip? Because them shoes been with him through thick and thin, bruh. Damn near through the end of the series, bro. Before he got those steel toe boots, when he started kicking Shigaraki and his shit with the steel toe boots. This face right here always looks so weird to me, bro. Like, this don't even look like Deku at this point, bro. This is like an evil weasel, bro. If they keep going, it'll be bad. Now y'all want to stop this shit? They seen the animation style get scratchy. They seen lines coming off the face. They knew it was over. Try to get close and give him everything you got. Yep, he started farming with the lights. 5 panels of fucking cement. And they still lit that stadium the hell up, boy. Okay, let's keep it a stack right now, right? Just looking at the amount of debris hitting the stands, these ice chunks flying everywhere, these giant cement chunks flying everywhere. Someone had to die here. Someone died. I don't know who. Someone in these stands fucking died, bro. Just because something is powerful doesn't mean it's good. But this is amazing. That boy Deku got thoroughly grassed, bruh. The shoes are in better condition than his body. That's kind of crazy. These shoes fucking cracked, bro. Shoto Todoroki. Origin. I always like that subversion sort of thing they did where they had Deku lose fair and square in the second round. And then they continued with the rest of the tournament arc. It was moments like that that made me think like, oh, maybe this show really will flesh out the side characters pretty heavily and, you know, keep doing that. I mean, they stopped doing that type of shit by the end of the show, but it was cool while it lasted. So let's give the final ratings. As much fun as it was, it doesn't hold up the same way it hit me when I first watched it. With that said, I can definitely give it a solid 3.5 to 4. I'd say like a 3.8 out of 5 stars. It's not up to 4 level for me yet. In all honesty, I actually think there's some parts of there's some 3 episode stretches of the series that I might consider better. So we might have to look into those too eventually. But I'm rating that 3.8 out of 4 stars, which means it does hold up by the standards of this video. Just maybe not as much as